Voyage of the Beagle by Charles Darwin. This book is read by David Case. This recording of the full-length reading of Voyage of the Beagle was produced in 1995 by Phoenix Recordings, which holds the copyright thereto. Neither this recording nor any part thereof may be reproduced or used for any purpose without prior written authority from Phoenix Recordings. Charles Darwin was born in Shrewsbury in 1809 and was educated at Shrewsbury School, Edinburgh University, and Christ's College, Cambridge. He took his degree in 1831 and in the same year embarked on a 5-year voyage on His Majesty's ship Beagle as a companion to the captain. The purpose of the voyage was to chart the coasts of Patagonia and Tierra del Fuego, and to carry a chain of chronometric readings round the world. While he was away, some of his letters on scientific matters were privately published, and on his return he at once took his place among the leading men of science. In 1839 he was elected a Fellow of the Royal Society. Most of the rest of his life was occupied in publishing the findings of the voyage, and in documenting his theory of the transmutation of species. On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection appeared in 1859. Darwin spent many years with his wife, his cousin Emma Wedgwood, whom he had married in 1839, and their children at Down House in Kent. He died in 1882 and was buried in Westminster Abbey. The full title of the book, as written by Charles Darwin, is Journal of Researches into the Geology and Natural History of the various countries visited by His Majesty's ship Beagle, under the command of Captain Fitzroy, Royal Navy, from 1832 to 1836. By Charles Darwin, Esquire, Master of Arts and Fellow of the Royal Society, Secretary to the Geological Society. London, Henry Colburn, Great Marlborough Street, 1839. The Preface. I have stated in the preface to the Zoology of the Voyage of the Beagle that it was in consequence of a wish expressed by Captain Fitzroy of having some scientific person on board, accompanied by an offer from him of giving up part of his own accommodations, that I volunteered my services, which received, through the kindness of the hydrographer Captain Beaufort, the sanction of the Lords of the Admiralty. As I feel that the opportunities which I enjoyed of studying the natural history of the different countries we visited have been wholly due to Captain Fitzroy, I hope I may here be permitted to express my gratitude to him, and to add that during the 5 years we were together, I received from him the most cordial friendship and steady assistance. Both to Captain Fitzroy and to all the officers of the Beagle, I shall ever feel most thankful for the undeviating kindness with which I was treated during our long voyage. I must likewise take this opportunity of returning my sincere thanks to Mr. Bino, the surgeon of the Beagle, for his very kind attention to me when I was ill at Valparaiso. The present volume contains, in the form of a journal, a sketch of those observations in geology and natural history which I thought would possess some general interest. As it was originally intended to have preceded any more detailed account, and as its publication has been unavoidably delayed, the briefness and imperfection of several parts, I hope, will be excused. I have given a list of those errata, partly caused by my absence from town when some of the sheets were in the press, which affect the sense, and have added an appendix containing some additional facts, especially on the theory of the transportation of erratic blocks, which I have accidentally met with during the past year. I hope shortly to publish my geological observations, the first part of which will be on the volcanic islands of the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, and on coral formations, and the second part will treat of South America. Several numbers of the Zoology of the Voyage of the Beagle, due to the disinterested zeal of several of our first naturalists, have already appeared. These works could not have been undertaken had it not been for the liberality of the Lords Commission.